Right, hi everyone. Welcome back to Grade 12 Maths with Mr. Simons, where we make maths simple and we get you exam ready. Right, in today's video lesson, we will be introducing you to a real exam questions on contingency table. So here we've done real 2 exam questions. We're going to look at them and answer. You're going to get in the habit of pausing the video, looking at the thing and try to answer it on yourself. Can go back to the question and then back to the answer, and then so you continue doing it about 5 times till you don't make an error no more. You get in that habit, you will surely improve in maths. That's how I improved. Right, so the first question. All the students at a certain college undergo annual HIV testing. The results of this year's testing are shown in the table below. Right, so in the table we have HIV positive, HIV negative, we have total, also have male and female. So males that tested HIV positive were 106, right? HIV negative 422. The total of HIV positive people here were 192, and the total people that took part in the test was 960, right? So first question, how many students are there at the college? Then 2, you see there we've left A, B, C, D, E open. So determine the values of A, B, C, D, E. So we're just testing your addition and subtraction skills. And then, as I said in the previous lessons, we will always test whether you understand HIV status. Is it independent of gender, the college? And we have to motivate that with the relevant calculations, right? So say you can pause here and you can attempt to answer it. Alright, look at the question, try to answer it. Then go to my solutions that I'm going to upload here now in the next slide. Look at where you've gone wrong. Take a different color pen. Make note of what you've done wrong. Then you tempt it again so that you can practice that error out of you, right? But contingency tables in general is not hard. With sufficient practice, you should get full marks if tested on contingency tables. Right, next slide. Right, so first question here. How many students are there at the college? Right, so the grand total for everything here is 960, right? So therefore we have 960 students at the college. Then second question, they wanted us to determine value A, B, C, D, E. So 106 plus something must give me 192. So in short, to get A, 192 minus 106, which then gives me 86 for A. To get B, 106 plus 422, which would give me 528, or yeah, 528. So B there, 106 plus 422 would give me 528. To get C, 528 there for B, plus the value of C must give me 960. Because I don't have C, I'm going to say 960 minus the value of B, which is 528. So 960 minus 528 then gives me 432. Now remember, we got A as 86, we have C as 432, so now to get D, 86 plus something must give me 432. So 432 minus the 86 of A will then give me D as 346. So if D is 346, 422 plus 346, then gives me 768. So there we worked out E, 422 plus 346 gives me 768. Right, so I hope you follow and you see now I've completed the table. Alright, the small 6, I know I'm doing a grade 12 lesson, but that's just, sometimes as grade 12s you forgot some of your grade 10 content. Very important, we use sometimes grade 10 and grade 9 content to catch you out in a prelim or final exam. So if there's anything you forgot or you feel you need to revise, feel free to go to grade 10 maths with Mr. Simons. Alright, let's look at the last slide. Now we're going to do dependent or independent events, which always gets asked with contingency tables. So if we go to the next one, is HIV status independent of gender at the college? So gender, we mean are you male or female? Independent, right, the probability of being HIV positive and a male must equal probability of HIV positive times probability of being a male. So if I say there, HIV positive and a male, there where the two meet, HIV positive and a male, 106, 106 over 960, which gives me 0,11. Right now, probability HIV positive is 192 people, so 192 over 960, right? Probability I'm a male, so there if we look at all the males in total, I have 520 over 960. If I multiply that 2 out, I get 0,11. So probability of being HIV positive and male equal the probability of the two events separately multiplied out. And because the two answers are equal, they are therefore considered to be independent events. Alright, so we're going to forever do, when we say motivate your answer with relevant calculations, if we ask your contingency table, I am 99% sure that they will ask this question on dependent or independent events. So get in the habit of solving this. The rest, I assume you can read from the table. Let's look at another question. I took another question on the Titanic. So the Titanic sank in 1912 because it didn't have enough lifeboats. Oh no, I'm lying. It sank in 1912 without enough lifeboats. I can't say because it didn't have enough lifeboats, like the lifeboats would have kept the ship up. But yeah, I guess it's possible scientifically. Right, without enough lifeboats for the passengers and crew. The contingency table below provide data on the passengers who were on board during the disaster. So the survival data, we have males 1731, we had 470 females. In total there was 2,201 passengers, right? Those that survived here, yes, 367 males, 344 females, total 711 survived. Those that didn't make it, 1364 were males, 126 females, and 1490. Right, so using the information and determine with reasons whether the events male, a passenger was a male, and N, a passenger didn't survive, no, are dependent or independent. So if you look at probability that you male and did not survive, must equal the probability of being male on its own times the probability of N. Right, so male and N. So male and N there where the two meet is 1364. So I have 1364 out of the 2201 passengers. For probability male, I have 1731 over 2201 males, and then I have for not surviving, I have 1490 over 2201. If I multiply these two out, I get 0,532. If I simplify this, 0,62. So you can see the two answers are not equal. Therefore, these events are considered not being independent. Alright, so previous one I showed you when they would be independent. And here they are dependent events because the two are not equal to each other. So we only have dependent or independent events. Again, as I said, pause, practice it on your own, see what you can answer, continue doing it over and over, right? And you will succeed. Right, so if you found this lesson helpful, hit like, subscribe, so you don't miss out on the next lesson, right? I wish you nothing but the best. Let's hope you have a successful year this year and make the most of the end of year. Is there anything else that I can do to assist you? Feel free to leave something in the comments, photo of a problem you're struggling with, etc. And I will do it for you as soon as I possibly can. God bless. Bye.